Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope everybody's happy to be here. And I don't know what's going on now. I got some kind of boy. I tell you, man, never can. Whew. Never can start without some kind of drama. Hey, what's going on, man? I'd like to welcome everyone back to part 3 or episode 3 of how to save thousands when you purchase your next vehicle, new or used. And as you can see from the thumbnail, man, I have a Genesis on there because I recently purchased a Genesis, and I went in there and I worked them and worked them and worked them and worked them. Hey, in case this is your first time here, I am broadcasting from both Points Blank Travel as well as Investing with Rod. I felt the need that this is the buying a car is the second biggest investment you could possibly make next to a house, and then this is also dealing with credit and I always say personal finance on Points Blank Travel. So I thought I'd do this here on both channels. Hey, again, if this is your first time here, let me know where you're tapping in from. I am broadcasting from the Dallas Fort Worth area, Arlington, Texas, Mansfield, Texas, to be exact. And we got the Blessed Traveler in the house. Says hello, everyone. We got Wild Loves to Motivate channel member and also part of the Points Blank Network executive team. And do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It is down below. Also, there's a bell. Hit that notification bell. Select all so you don't miss out on future live streams. And we got my sister here, Charlene. Charlene, I need to give you a call, man. I got to tell you what happened. I know you think I ghosted you, but I didn't. Your boy went through a very powerful 2024. Anyway, man, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. And with all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get paid, baby. Let's learn how to save some money on your next vehicle. Now, the last live I did, part 2, we talked about the trade. We talked about silent walk-arounds, just to give y'all a little back play. We talked about them being a dealership devaluing your trade-in. Well, today we're going to talk about negotiating. We're going to flip it around. We're going to talk about how you are now going to devalue their vehicle. They had their opportunity. You could do it how you wanted. You could do the silent walk around. I would definitely do a silent and a verbal walk around on a pre-owned vehicle or a used vehicle. If you see something, scratch, ding, touch it. Say, so, hey, man, what's this? How did this happen? You know, you want to talk. You don't want to do the silent where you want to talk. Because number one, you want to let them know that you notice it. Number two, you want to really know what the heck happened. I mean, did a penny drop from a 50-story building and make this dent, or did a baseball hit it? You know, there's a huge difference there. I've heard a penny dropping from so high in the sky could actually kill someone. So with that being said, man, thinking about the whole car buying experience, let me say this about negotiation. First and foremost, negotiation is an art. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Negotiating is an art. A lot of people will think they can negotiate, and if they get $100 off the car, yeah, I went in there and I negotiated, you know, instead of paying $12.5. I mean, all right, we'll say $12.5 pre-owned. $12.5, I paid $12.4. Hey, you did save some money. I wouldn't call it negotiating. Yes, you saved some money, but my goal, if I got a $12,000 car, do I plan to get $3,000 off and make it a $9,000 car, or even $2,000 and make it a $10,000 car? I don't really plan on that happening, but one thing you can best believe, I'm going to definitely try to make that happen. I'm going to ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. So hey, man, you know, what's the price of this car? $12.5. Hey, I was thinking, I don't know, nine, maybe 10, man. All I got is 10 grand. Put that in their head early. And then I can tell you what's going to follow. All I have is 10 grand. Mark my word. Try it. Even if you ain't buying a car, you ain't got nothing to do this weekend, go to any dealership and tell them I only have 10 grand. I guarantee this is one of the things you're going to hear. Okay, that's all right, Rod. You only have 10 grand, the car is $1,250. Why don't you put 5 of that down, 6, and put half down and finance the rest. Because I know in Texas, you got to finance at least $7,500. So you can't go in there and say, I want to finance 1,000 or 2,000. No, we don't want to do that. No, man. My budget. Get that word in your vocabulary when you go to buy a car. My budget is 10,000. All I have is 10,000. All I plan on spending was 10,000. Keep in mind, your goal may be to finance this car, and you're willing to finance 12.5, but why give up something if you don't have to? Have you noticed? Because it costs money to give up something in business that you don't have to. Have you noticed you go into McDonald's now, Whataburger, Burger King, Wendy's, wherever you go? When I was a little kid, you get your Big Mac and your fries and your soda, and they just throw a whole bunch of napkins and a whole bunch of ketchup in the bag. They stopped doing that because half the people didn't even use the ketchup. They didn't need 50 napkins. They only needed 2. So to cut back on costs, they started asking. So we want to ask. Now, if you're on a pre-owned vehicle, I'm going to kind of try to do this 2 ways. I don't want to just focus on a vehicle, because when you purchase it, you may go there. I've seen it, y'all. I was in the business. I didn't just read a book and start making this up. You may go there and you see, you got your mind set on a new whatever, some new car. But you see a pre-owned vehicle that's $5,000 cheaper with 10,000 miles. It's not even broke in. That looks just as good as the new vehicle. You may shift gears. You may go there with the intentions to buy a new one and leave with a pre-owned. You may go there with the intentions to buy a pre-owned and leave with the new. So that's kind of why I want to hit both angles, because there's not different negotiations, sort of, but not too much. So when you get to looking at these vehicles, and we're looking at a used one, get the sidewalk around, and let's say the car's 2 years old. It's going to have some type of blemish on it, especially if it's highway driving. I don't care what city you're in. This vehicle is going to have some blemish. It could be a rock chip. It could be a door ding. It could be a little bitty crack in the windshield. Point it out. Hey, man, we got to take care of that. Don't ask. Just say it out loud. Just don't ask. Hey, we ain't ready to ask any question. We want to put so much on their mind. Y'all, and I'm doing all this here. We ain't even test drove yet. We haven't even test drove. We outside looking at the car. Man, I don't know about that. Just say it out loud. Don't scream it, but man, wheels scratch, only one wheel scratch. I'd rather all 4 of them be scratched. At least they would match. Say it out loud. What are you doing? You letting the salesperson know, hey, just like you found problems with my car, I'm finding problems with your car. Just like I expected 8,000 for my trade, you only giving me 5 because you found problems. And the same way you found problems, I'm finding problems. So instead of paying 12.5, I'm not paying no more than 10. We using reverse psychology, baby. We doing the same thing to them that they did to us. And right now, you better have a seat. No, you don't want to. But if it's not a seasoned salesperson, I guarantee that salesperson right now is going to crumble, because you're confusing them. You're putting so much in their head. You're putting so much on their mind. They can't think of the process, because I'm telling you, these dealerships have a process. Test drive, trade in, test drive, numbers, hope you buy it, finance, get you out the door. They have a sequence. Now, 2 things I want to put out there. Don't go in there and in a moment one, talking about I ain't got much time. I'm going to tell you why. You go into a dealership and your first thing you say, they say, hey, my name is Bob and you are Rod. Hey, Rod, nice to meet you. What are we looking for? I'm looking for a Genesis. Okay. What kind? G8. All right. Hey, man, I ain't got much time, man. Right then, that salesperson has lost interest to possibly be your comrade or your ally during negotiations. You want them to be your ally, and it can happen. It can happen. So don't say that. You want to wait later on into the conversation, to the negotiations, before you start talking about, hey, I don't have much time, because you've already been there. Now that salesperson, again, psychology, they're going to feel like, hey, man, now it's my fault because I have. We went on a test drive. We talked about this. We talked about that. We looked at his trade, man. Yeah, he getting antsy balls. He ready to go. That's what he gonna tell the manager. But if you start off saying, I don't have much time, first thing gonna come to their mind and it's gonna ooze out of their mouth. This person's not serious. Rod's not serious. And he gonna go tell me, man, this dude talking about he gotta go. He just got here. Can't nobody buy a car in 15 minutes. Typically, I know where I was working at 90 minutes to buy a vehicle. All right, moving on, man. Moving on. So we getting in the car. We done did all this mumbo jumbo. We in the car. We get ready to go on the test drive. I may have, let me make sure I didn't cover this the last time, but we want to, no, I didn't. Turn down the stereo. If Bob started talking, to say, hey, Bob, hey, no, all respect, with all due respect, man, I just want to hear the vehicle right now. We can chit chat when we get back. And listen, we're on a pre-owned vehicle, right? Listen for any knocks, noises. Turn the air all the way up. I don't care if it's snowing outside. And in the summertime, get your car nice and cool. Have them get it nice and cool before you get in, and turn the heat and the air all the way up. And you might start sweating a little bit, especially if you're in a state like Texas or Arizona or Florida or somewhere. You'll be all right. Turn it as high as it can go. Feel the heat coming out the vents. If your kid at the red light, or put your hand back there, make sure it's coming out the back. Put the air back on. We ain't turning the stereo down to see if it works. I mean, I don't care. I care about the stereo, but I don't. I just want to make it. Then when I hear a knock, hey, did you hear that, Bob? Bob, oh, I thought you didn't want me to talk to you, right? Well, hell, I want you to talk to me now. Did you hear that knock? Did you hear that bump? Did you hear that rattle? I didn't hear it. Well, hold up. Let me do what I just did. We ain't going back till you hear it, because I know I heard it. Because he could be lying that he didn't hear it. And hope you believe it. All right, so now we're back. We're back from the test drive. We're sitting down in negotiations. Before you go to the dealership, I see this happen all the time, man. People go in, look at the cars. Let's say they know what they want. I ain't gonna do that. They don't know what they want. This will take forever, and I may have to do a part 2 to this. Matter of fact, let's just do used today, and in the next live I'll do new cars. So you may go there and ride up there on a Sunday. And the reason I'm using Sunday, the dealerships are closed in Texas on Sundays, and people want to go up there on Sunday because, yes, I just saw your thing. So pointing out flaws on the new car can get you a discount while Loves to Motivate. So on Sundays, people like to go there because they're not being bothered by the salespeople and all that good stuff. So when you go there on a Sunday, you and your family or you and your whoever, and you see the sticker price, let's say used car. We saw the one that was $12,500, but we're going to use, I like to use an even number. So we found another one that was $15,000. All right. We're going to go up there Monday after work. Everybody agree? Yep, everybody agree. You got practice? Nope. You got anything done to work? Nope. You got anything to do? All right, we all go. Well, what you going to do between Sunday evening and Monday evening, from when you leave the dealership to when you return to the dealership, go online, pull up that dealership's website, and look for the internet price. There's a high possibility there's going to be an internet price and there's going to be a price at the dealership. Price at the dealership is going to be higher typically than the internet price. And reason being, they're hoping you didn't look at the internet. And it could be a $500 difference. It could be a $1,000 difference, depending on how long they've had this vehicle. It could be a $1,500 vehicle. But why put the internet price on a vehicle and shoot ourselves in the foot if we can catch somebody slipping on a banana peel and go ahead and charge them the full price? So moving along. All right, we did all that. So we checked the internet price. And then now I always have more than one. I'm looking at some bullet points that I have here, and I never can read my own writing. You want to always have more than one dealership in mind. Try to find what you're looking for at least 2 dealerships. Reason being, what's my favorite word? Options. You want to give yourself options. What if the car you see, it looks good, it's 2 years old, so it's practically new, low mileage, but when you get there, they position the camera where you didn't see this big old life-size ding on the side of it where somebody had ran along a fence or something. You don't want that car, and they don't have another car like it. You're going to find yourself riding all over town, getting pissed off because you're already mad because the one you really wanted isn't there. And then when you get over here, they don't even have any at all. You don't want the one that's wrecked. They don't have any at all. So if you already have some dealerships in mind, you can leave one dealership, go to the next. And if you're not in a hurry or not too desperate, you may get a good deal at the first one. Try to call the second dealership, see if you can match that price or beat it. If not, you could, but you risk the chance of if you go to the other dealership, you don't like that one, then you go backtrack and try to go back to the first dealership because you already like the price you just had to see the other one. There's a high possibility that first vehicle is going to be gone. It's pre-owned, only one like it. Now you just double mad. You big mad, as they used to say. I don't know if they still say it, big mad. All right. So once you've completed the test drive, once you come back, and once the salesperson go to get the numbers, ask them how much. It's going to be different in different states, but try this regardless of what state you're in. If they don't, we have to shift gears. How much do you have in this car? That's car talk. How much do you have in this car? On a pre-owned vehicle, that's asking them how much did they pay for it? How much do you guys have in this car? If they don't know what you're talking about, just, okay, what did y'all pay for if you don't mind me asking? Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't. On a new car, you can get the invoice. You're going to know. So reason being, you kind of want to see the difference if they tell you of what they paid and what they're trying to sell it for. Or you could put a monkey wrench in their program. And if they said, well, I don't know, that's all right. I ain't telling nobody to lie. But just say, I got a cousin that got a cousin, because somebody got somebody that work at a dealership. And I think they have access where they can look up the going prices of pre-owned vehicles. So I just check with them. They're going to start getting thrown off again because now you have a connect that you can call. You really don't. You may do. And say, hey, can you tell me what these are running? Or you don't even have anybody. And they call, hey, man, you ain't going to believe this, man. They just discounted. They ain't going to say I was wrong. Oh, they just discounted the car another $1,000. They didn't discount anything. It's a possibility they just thinking you found out that they have it priced too high and they don't want to look bad. So they're going to go ahead and give it to you for that price. All right, moving right along. So when it comes to the down payment, I want y'all to think about this. I haven't put any money down on a car in a long time. The only time now I would put money down on a car is if my credit required me to, if I had challenged credit and I had to, or if I wanted to be at a certain payment, I can't exceed that payment and I have to put money down. Or if I have a goal to say I want to pay the car for 2 years. Reason I say that, every $1,000 that you put down is only going to account for 18 to 20. We'll just say $20 per month. So you put $1,000 down, instead of your payment being $500, it's going to be $480. You put $2,000 down, it's going to be $460, so on and so forth. $1,000 just for $20 a month. I'm sure I can find $20 a month somewhere and keep this grand in my pocket. Maybe go shopping, maybe put it in my emergency fund. I don't know. Maybe pay my car insurance up 3-4 months. I don't know, but I can do something better than just give it to them for $20 a month. I mean, that's just me. Again, if you have a budget, you may want to put some down. Now, when they get ready to go bring the numbers, they're going to bring you the numbers out, and it's going to typically say some stupid stuff. You can look at it just to laugh. I would definitely look at it so you can see the difference between the initial numbers and the second set of numbers. It's going to be different. Because we're going to tell them, no, man, that ain't working. And they're going to typically show you, it could be 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000. It could be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 down, 2,000 down, 3,000 down, and 3 different payments under each down payment, and then 36, 48, and 60 months over to the left. So let's just say you go over 60 months, you look at 1,000 down, you come down to 60 months, and it'll tell you it's 500 a month or 650. And then they're gonna have an interest rate probably. If they haven't seen your credit, and don't give them the credit right away. You don't even know if you can get there. If you feel like you're at a point where you're ready to close a deal, yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and say, hey, man, all right, I'll go ahead and put the 1,000 down. All right, yeah, I'm ready now. Then, but until then, just chill out. And they're going to probably have an interest rate of like 9.99 until you that's the national average. They may have 12.99. But they're not going to show you 4.99 and 6.99 because unless you just say, I got good credit and throw a fit, but they don't want to overpromise and underdeliver and show you 6.99 and you got a payment of $425. Then they run your credit, your 580 credit score. Now we got to raise your interest up from the 6.99 that we initially showed the customer up to 16.99, and the payment go up. You done lost them. You've lost the customer. So look at that, but just say, hey, I don't want to put anything down. Can you show me with 0 down? And also, here's what I want to see. You have to notice. You don't have to, but it'll help you. Here's what I want to see, Bob. I want to see 0 down, 1,000 down, 2,000 down. But Rod, I thought you just said we wasn't putting any money down. We're not. We're going to try not to. But I'm going to tell you why we're doing that. And what I want to do, if I do 36 months, I may as well lease the car, Bob. 48 months, nobody's really doing it. Why won't you show me 60 months and 72 months, which is 5 years and 6 years? Typically, people in Texas finance for 72 months. It's going to get you the lowest payment. You can always double up. So he's going to go over there, get some new numbers, and just let him know, hey, man, I think I'm a so-and-so. Can you just do me a favor? I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm not going to say you said I could get it, but can you show me maybe 6.99? Ask them to show you what you think you can get. 5.99, 6.9. I don't need to see 9.99. I know I'm not going to get that high of a rate. So they're going to come back. Now you're in control. Never let them get in control. You are in control. You're running the show, because if you don't buy a car, Bob don't get paid, baby. If y'all didn't know that, now you do. If you don't buy a car, so Bob don't know it yet, but he's got to be your ally to make this sale. At some point, he's going to have to be on your side to make this sale. All right, so trying to see where I am. The reason I wanted them to show us 0 down, 1,000, 2,000, because I want y'all to see the difference of putting nothing down, putting 1,000 down, and putting $2,000 down, and see how much that payment really doesn't change, and you're putting thousands down. I want y'all to see that, how the payment's not gonna really change, but you empty in your pockets. No, we want to keep our money. Now, when you get this payment you finally get to your payment. Oh no, you're not at your payment. So you say, okay, Bob, I think I made up my mind. Here's what we got, Bob. I'm noticing that you have 0 down, but you're showing me it was 6.99, roughly 550 a month. No, 600 a month. And y'all, $15,000 should not equal 600. I'm just trying to use round numbers. I don't want to pay. I'm not putting nothing down, Bob, man. I can't afford 600 a month. And Bob, I don't know if you've ever, now this is what you're going to say as the customer. You write it down, go back and watch the video, memorize it. I don't care what you pull out a piece of paper, pull out your phone, but I want you to say this because it's the truth. As they used to say in Arkansas when I grew up, it's the truth, Ruth. I'm telling you. Bob, I cannot remember what I paid total price for any car I ever bought. I can't remember the total price, but Bob, I know my last car, I paid $326 a month. I know the car before that, I paid $424 a month. Bob, do you see where I'm going with this? I'm going to remember the payment. You best believe I won't remember the price. What's important to me is not the price, it's the payment, Bob. You could give me this car for $100,000, and if I can afford $450, I'll take it. Or you can give me this $15,000 car for $600. I can't do it. Number one, they're going to know that you're smarter than the average brand. You're going to have them thinking, they're going to go back, man, this dude is tough. Or this lady's tough, man. They're over here talking about they don't remember what they paid for the car, but they remember their payments. Boss, they got me up against the ropes, man. I don't know what to do with these people. This guy's ludicrous, man. He's out of his mind. And then, so this is where they're going to nickel and dime. Before he leave, he going to say, okay, Rod, so if I can get you $0 down, how much can you pay a month? You can't pay $600. Man, I was thinking about $475. No, $500. I want to keep even number. $600. I was thinking about $500. So to get that $100, I need y'all to follow along with me. To go from $600 a month to $500 a month, I need $5,000 from somewhere. Either Bob or Rod. Somebody gonna have to come. Well, Rod, what are you talking about? If $600 with nothing down was the price, and I'm trying to be at $5, for every 20 is $1,000. 20, 20, 20. It's 100. 20 times 5 is $100 difference. $5,000. Right then, he gonna know, boy, this gonna be tough. And I'm telling you, they don't have $5,000. They shouldn't have $5,000 worth of markup in a pre-owned vehicle. They might, or maybe it's been there too long. I know the dealership I work, they only wanted to keep a car there X amount of days. After that, they start dropping the price like it's hot. But you don't know what their date is. It's not the same. It's not the end of the month. That's why everybody, the best time to buy a car is the end of the month. Not necessarily unless you buy a new car. If you buy a pre-owned, it could be the 13th, the 15th, the 18th. It just depends on when they hit that 45 or 60 day mark. We've had this car 44 days, man, or 40 days. We need to drop the price. It's Wednesday, drop this price now. Let's hopefully sell it by the weekend, because after so long, they may have to start having to pay to have the car there on the lot. So I don't want to get deep into that. But anyway, you definitely. So he's going to come back. He's going to have you say, so Rod, if I can get you $0 down and $500, if he's a good salesperson, he's going to say, you're about right now. If he's not so good, and you want to pay attention because you kind of know who you're dealing with, you'll buy it today. There's a difference between now and today. I don't know if y'all are noticing this, but there's a lot of psychology in this. So if you, I ain't gonna say you got to know all this, but if you wondering why you ain't never got a good deal on a car, if you wondering how Rod got this great price on this Genesis G80, number one, I was in the business, but it's because I used all the psychology that I could. So right now I got this person thinking, and I already know they probably can't come $5, but I need him to come down. I got 2 stacks in my pocket. I got $2,000 in my pocket that I'm ready to part ways with. So I need that dude to come down $60. I'll go to 440. I ain't gonna tell him that. I ain't gonna show him my hand and we playing poker and hope he can beat me. No. So what he's gonna say, Rod, so it's $0 down and $500 a month, you'll buy right now. Why we say right now? It's 24 hours in a day. And what are they gonna say? I'll buy today. I want to go over here and look at Billy Bob's Chevrolet. I want to go over here and look at Michael Jackson's Toyota and all that stuff. That's why they don't say today. They say now. While you sitting your butt right here in this chair now. Then they gonna leave. They know they don't have $5,000 worth of markup. So here's what they gonna probably come back. They're gonna at least try to make $1,000 off the car. So to make $1,000 profit, they would have to sell this car for $11,000. because it was a 5,000 swing. Now it's gonna be 4. But now they ain't gonna do that. They gonna shoot to make at least 3,000. Only give up 2,000 to make 3. They gonna come back. All right, Rob. Here's what we got. We got 0 down, and we're looking at probably about 460, 480, about 465 a month. I'm sorry, 565. Hey, Bob, I don't think you was listening, man. Now it's time to go. For the people that are here, it's time to ride now, baby. Not in the car they got. We ain't going nowhere to wood. Hey, man. Hey, Bob, man. I've been here a while, dude. It seems like we going in circles, man. Hey, I got to roll on a few. Don't make up no story. The dog is eating up the cat and the chicken chasing the rooster instead of the other way. Don't make up no story. They don't believe that crap anyway. Just say, man, I got to roll, dude. And that's it. And look serious. Don't be over there like, hey, man, I got to roll there. They ain't going to, hey, I got to roll, bro. Been here too long, man. You're going to see a pep in the step, if not a jog. You're going to go back up there and play time. It's over. They realize now, wait, we ain't got too much time to play because we're going from making a profit to making nothing because we're not going to sell this car. And this is the car that we need to sell before the end of the weekend. Hey, tell that dude, hold up, let me work these numbers. What did he say he want to be at? $500 a month. And this is what he's going to say to the salesperson. Do you think you can close it? He was at 6. Do you think you can close him, Rod? Now I'm shifting over to salesperson mode. Rod, do you think you can close it at $530 a month? Give it to me. Matter of fact, give me $540. I like to challenge myself. I'm going to go back out there. He going to tell me. This is probably what they're going to say to you. Hey, man, I tried, man. I tried, Rod. This is one of the reasons it's taking so long. I can't get to $500 a month, but what I can do, with 0 down, I could probably get you to $550. With 1,000 down, notice I ain't mentioned the $530 yet. With 1,000, I can get you to $540. And if you just happen to have 2,000, man, and then we can hope for a better interest rate, I can get you between 5 and 530. So if I can get you between 5 and 530, will you buy right now with 2,000 down? But man, I really didn't want to put nothing down. Now I'm shifting as I'm a salesperson, Rod. I didn't want to put nothing down. Man, I can understand that. But you know, I'm thinking here, $30 a month, man. It's got to be something, man. I saw some on TV where you can go on your phone and get rid of subscriptions that you no longer use, man. It's got to be a way. $30? Come on, man. Did you like the car? And I'm going to hope as a salesperson it got remote start, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I'm sitting at a desk close to that car. I'm going to pull up my key as a salesperson. Don't let them do this to y'all as the customer, though. Don't pay attention to it. You can just laugh, just smile. But as a salesperson, Rod, I'm going to double click that lock button. I hope it got a hell of an exhaust on it. I'm going to remote start it from the desk that we're both sitting in it. You hear that rumble? And I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to sit back and look at it. As a salesperson, I'm just going to sit back and look at it for about 30 seconds. You'll be amazed at what people will do when there's 30 seconds of silence. They typically will probably do what you're doing. If it makes sense, they're going to look at the car too. Boy, I'm telling you, not the more I think about it, it's funny. They're going to look at the car too. They're going to be like, oh, man, it is like $30 really. Next thing you know, they talking themselves into it. Try to stick to your guns, but you already had $540 that you were willing to go to $540. You were hoping for $500. He got you at $530. You good to go. You know what, man? Then go ahead and sign, man. Hey, Bob, you sure? Just sign your first name. Bob, you sure, man? Nothing else, dude? I mean, even if we can't get like $5 more off a month, man. I mean, I already came up to $530. You can't give me the $525? Well, Rod, I can go see what I can do, but you already said you was in a hurry. Well, I got a little bit of time for you to go see if you can get $5 more. He gonna go up there. He gonna be so flustered. The manager mad now. Man, now this dude want $5 more a month off. He gonna come back, Rod. I couldn't get you 5, man, but we met you in the middle. I got you $2.50 more. So now your payment is $527.50. Multiply $2.50 times 72 months, and I guarantee you can go buy a purse or a pair of shoes or something with the $2.50. That's why I said don't be in no hurry when you go buy no car. You can if you want to spend all your money. If you want to keep some of your money and maybe get a car and a purse, a car and some Jordans, a car and a baseball hat or baseball jersey, a whole uniform, then make some time. Don't go the day that your son or daughter have an event. Don't go the day that your spouse or your girlfriend want to go to Disneyland or to the zoo. Don't do that. Go to a day when, hey, you sure, baby, we ain't got nothing to do today. Matter of fact, we going to the dealership, and I already know how you roll. You're going to be ready to go. You ain't going to kill my vibe. We're going to take 2 cars, and when you're ready to go, you can get in yours and leave. I'm going to stay here and keep negotiating. You got to be ready, man. So I'm going to stop that part. I'm going to jump in these comments. Oh, Lord, have mercy. All right, sorry about that, man. I'm good. I'm glad I looked at Devin's comment about I was frozen. I don't know how long it was frozen, but hopefully it wasn't too long. Hey, y'all, man, I got some fiber put in the other day, and I don't know what kind of fiber they gave me, but it ain't the real fiber because it's worse than what I had, and that's why I froze. But anyway, man, so what we need to do, hopefully, let somebody put a 1 if I'm moving because it looks like everything is moving good right now. Let me type something in here and see if y'all can still. Yeah, it looks like we're online here. But all I see is stand by everyone from Why Loves to Motivate. So I don't know if I'm online. Okay, Game Master, so you can see me. Look like we're all right, cool. Good. All right, so sorry about that. Devin, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me know that we were frozen. Thank all the channel members for being in here as well. And I hate it because we lost a couple of followers, and that is can y'all see me now? Can everybody see me? I mean, I'm looking at myself, so and let me put another. I guess I should have put because I'm being told that a viewer can't see me, so I kind of want to. Yeah, you know what? Instead of doing that, it'd be easier if I just do this. Oh, this technology is something. Okay, yeah, I've been on the screen because I could see myself here. Anyway, y'all, so we've been on here 40 minutes, man. And I don't know how long that little fiasco lasted, but I lost where I was in my train of thought. But oh yeah, about psychology, we definitely want to make sure, and we're going to talk about new cars. New cars. Okay, new cars is a little different. I'm sorry, that was just people letting me know that we can see and hear me. So, new cars is a little different. So, we're going to do new cars. I didn't plan on doing 2 episodes. I'm going to do new cars next on how to negotiate a new car. It is different than a used car. You have other things, but I am going to jump in these comments. But with buying a car, it's just like anything else, man. You have to be knowledgeable. You don't have to be an expert, but you have to be knowledgeable that a lot of people, you know, I can tell you a phrase that I've never seen anybody go for. When people used to come in and Rob was selling, they would say, hey, how you doing, Rob? Man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't want to be here all day. I don't want you to be here all day. I'm trying to sell 3 cars today. Unless you buying 3, I need 2 more customers. He laughed, I laughed, they laughed, we all laughed. But I was serious, and so was he. He didn't want to be there all day, and I didn't want him to be there all day. But one of the phrases that I would say, not just me, and I didn't make this up, I heard somebody else say it, you want to get out of here quicker, pay sticker. Pay sticker, get out of quicker. You ain't negotiating. You ain't worried. If they tell you your car worth 2, but it's really worth 8, and you agree with them, bam, that's done in 3 minutes. If you go over here and they tell you the car is $15,000, you say, all right, bam, that's done. And another 5. I mean, hey, you want to test drive the car? I need to test drive. I've been driving these cars for 30 years. I know how they run. All right, you don't want to look at them? Technology changed in the last 30 years. No, I'm good, right? All right. Your credit good? Can you fill out a credit? Yeah, man, I got A1 credit. I'm a 785, man, been there for 23 years. All right. Told you I didn't want to be here all day, right? All right. They go into finance, they coming out, and they probably gone in 45, 50 minutes. That ain't your average person. But what did they do? They paid sticker and they got out quicker. They didn't care about saving their money. They were trying to get their grandson or granddaughter a car, and bam, bam, bam. I see this about this pre-qualified. I got to talk about that. And I think, and I'll see Vince's comment, but I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to go to the top of these comments. Let's talk about events. I wish I would have gotten pre-qualified before buying my new car. My CU is amazing credit union, and I should have used them. Now, let me tell y'all something real quick. If you want to see a salesperson and or a finance manager get mad, we don't care if they get mad, but if you want to see their whole demeanor change, tell them, I'm going to tell you the car buying term, but I'm going to tell them the regular world term first. Tell them you're pre-qualified or pre-approved. Tell them you're going through your credit union or your own bank. Or tell them you have OSF, Oscar Sam Frank. If you're pre-qualified or pre-approved, or you're going through your own credit union or your own bank, or you have OSF, which is outside, you know, there's 2 words. I don't know why they made it 3 letters, outside financing, then their demeanor going to change. They ain't your buddy, and it's going to be like awkward. Don't even let them know that till you get ready and negotiated the numbers. And I don't care about pissing them off then, because especially if they keep showing me this 9.99 and then go to 9.49, then 9. Man, I done told you, Bob, I told you 3 times, man, my credit score is not, I'm not going to get a 9.99. You already know in your pocket, you sitting on 4.99, but don't tell them that. Use it. Yes, get pre-qualified if you can. Yes, get pre-approved, like Why Love's Motivated saying, but don't let them know, because you won't get the same type of service most of the time. And then it's just going to be not a good experience, not a happy and fun experience like it should be when you purchase a car. All right. So with that being said, let me go to the top of these comments, man. And Why Loves Motivate said, welcome in, everyone. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Why Loves Motivate. Also, if you have a question about that I didn't cover today, maybe one that I covered last time in part 2 or part 1, if I can remember, or if I know the question, I'll give you a quick answer. But what I'm thinking about doing for the channel members is once I finish this entire series, I may, depending on how my time runs, my schedule, I'm going to type this up in a PowerPoint or some type of format, and I'm going to post it for the channel members. Anybody can be a channel member. You don't mean they're my friends or you're my special friend or my special buddy or we do YouTube together. Anybody can be a channel member, and I think the starting price is $3. $3 per month. I post all types of deals up there, but you will get what I'm going over right now, either in a Word file or I may do a PowerPoint. I haven't made up my mind yet. So, and we got the Blessed Traveler in the house. Hey, Blessed Traveler, I'm sure you're probably gone by now. Says, hello, everyone. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel while you were here or if you're still here. And we got my sister, Charlene Hill, another content creator in the house. Why Loves to Motivate is also a content creator. Check her out. She primarily does shorts. So if you go to her channel, that's Why Loves to Motivate, and you don't see if you don't see any videos, just at the top, go over to shorts, click it, and then all the shorts will pop up. I don't know why YouTube, when you're on the home page, if you don't have at least one video, it'll say you don't have any content. Which you do, is just over on under the shorts tab. All right. Again, if you have any questions about buying a car, any questions about a stock or crypto, any questions about points and miles, now's the time to ask. I'm an open book when I do these lives. Just because I'm thinking about something don't mean we can't go over something different. And Charlotte said, greetings, my brother. Just the info I needed. All right. Hopefully I didn't lose too much time when I froze. Greetings, everyone. Much love and blessings. Yes. And Charlotte said, oh, you're fine, my brother. Always align as it should. Allah always align as it should. Your sister's cool. Nothing but love and understanding here. Okay, good. Yeah, it wasn't nothing personal. Boy, it was off the chain. That's all I says. It was off the chain. And sure is art. And art is talent. Laugh out loud. Yep. Okay. Pipeline, what's going on? Why Loves Motivate? Okay. You can make your monthly payments using Strike Bitcoin. I track my monthly car loan of $300 and priced in Bitcoin. That monthly payment went from 1 million Satoshis down to 300,000 Satoshis, or it's fallen by 70%. I see what you're saying, and I don't want to confuse the people. So you had a $300, make sure I got that. You had a $300 payment that was a million Satoshis, which is pieces of Bitcoin. And then once you priced it in Bitcoin, the monthly payment went from 1 million. Okay, no, you wasn't paying me. The payment went from 1 million to 300,000, because I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, the sets or ITS falling by 70%. Yeah, you gotta tell me a little more about that pipeline, because I'm thinking what you're telling me is Bitcoin went up, and did they have you at a set payment of Bitcoin per month, which wouldn't make sense from a business standpoint. Why would I set myself to take payments on something that fluctuates? It's like you can make your payments to go. So pointing out flaws equal discounts, yes. Now, there is a threshold when it comes to discounts. If they've reached their threshold, they can't get it. You'll know. Because when you say you about to leave, and they say, all right, I'll see you later, they don't. There is no more money on the table. So keep that in mind. Or sometimes they'll be just seeing if you're really going to leave. So, you know what? It was a reason I didn't used to use this. Now, hold on. I'm going to do this here. There we go. All right. I've had me all covered up. Anyway, where was I at? And Why Loves to Motivate is speaking to Charlene. And welcome everyone. Please hit that like button. Laugh out loud. That's me. When I go live too, can't read my points. Yeah, man. I can't read my own writing, period. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And hello, beautiful soul. And Why Loves. Great tips. Devin, thank you again for letting me know I was frozen. Said, and thanks for I love motivate. Hey, Rod, how are you? I am well. Well, I went to the circus today. I'll tell you about that, y'all about that in a minute. Took a free trip to the circus. And boy, was it funny. While us motivate said, oh, wow. Welcome in, Devin. Charlene said, I feel you. We got the game master in the house. Says, hey, PBT chat, what it do? What it do? And while us motivate, how are you? Keep my $1,000 in my pocket. Hello, love at the game master. And I'm well and Devin. Pray all is well with you. Devin's been busy. He's talking about I love preparing for when I have to start the process for my surgery in 3 weeks. Okay. While us say, hey, good luck with that surgery, Devin. Hope everything works out. I'd rather double up on my car payment than put money down for my payment to drop $20. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times, y'all, I didn't even do double. I think I was just making it even or something. It was like $326, and I think I was sending them $400, so that's $74 extra a month. And with interest and the way all that worked, my loan became a 66-month loan or 65-month or 67. It wasn't 72. I knocked some time off, a significant amount of time. I know I didn't pay 5 months worth of payments. So, and Game Master says true. And Devin said I got approved a couple of new cars recently. Talk to me, Devin, what'd you get approved for? Game Master says nice. Oh yeah, y'all. Just so you'll know, with that Genesis G80 that I purchased, I walked out the door at 20. Well, let me tell you, it's a 2018, 34,000 miles, fully loaded, leather everything, power trunk, power this, power that, little Genesis lights on the ground when you get out the car, all kind of stuff, man. I walked out the door with a warranty. 21 and some change. I want to say it was 21,200 and some change, 21,300. Because I went in there and used, as Charlene said, an art that I had developed. You don't know what to do, sell me the car for a fair price. Yeah, you don't know what to do. Well, yeah, but I'm going to tell you, man, one thing I learned with sales, what I consider fair and what they consider fair is typically two different things. Or what people used to say, hey, Rod, just give me a good deal. Okay, well, I'm going to take $2 off. Is that a good deal? I mean, tell me what you're looking for. I mean, my good deal might not be your good deals. What up? Vince says, see you. When I bought my car, I got a check from the bank for $3,000 less than the asking price. After we ran the numbers, said he couldn't do it. Before I left the office, he made it work. Yeah. That's another thing I want to point out. If at that point you show them that you had a check, they don't want that money to walk out the door, especially in Texas. I can tell you where I worked at, there's a Mitsubishi dealership. I mean, I'm talking, they're right next to each other. Mitsubishi, Ford, Chevrolet, Hyundai, Honda, Toyota, Acura. All in it. So they just easily leave my dealership and go to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. We don't want them doing that. And we used to call them B-back. Hey, did you sprinkle some good B-back dust on a rod? And B-back dust, B-back meaning when they tell you, I'll be back, we'll be back, you're going to see them. And the B-back dust was, did you give them something to think about that would make them come back if they said they're coming back? Don't make up nothing that you can't deliver now. You got to be able to deliver. So, I mean, I had some tactics, but I was what you would probably call a ruthless salesperson. I mean, no lies or nothing like that. But I remember selling Traverse. This woman had a van that was, it was rough, man. They had it a long time. She was expecting a baby. They already had like 2. And the van was barely making it. They wasn't really tripping out to trade. She just wanted a new and more reliable vehicle. So one of the things that I said to the husband, but I wanted the wife to hear it, And I want y'all to listen now. I know both sides of the psychology. I know the sales side and I know the buying side, which is a super duper plus. So what I said, I was a salesperson. What I said to her, I said, you know what? We'll say John. John and no, Jack and Jill. Hey, Jack. So you're telling me you're gonna walk out of here. Your payment is going up $30 a month, and you're gonna walk out of here when I'm giving you a brand new vehicle. Your warranty starting over at zero. You have a 5-year powertrain warranty, 3-year bumper to bumper warranty. We're going to give you 3 oil changes. You're going to walk out of here. I'm telling you, with nothing out of your pocket today, and you're paying $30 more than you want to pay, you're going to walk out of here today knowing that your family could be safe. And I stood up, extended my hand to shake his hand, and he slowly extended his hand to shake his hand. And I felt bad, y'all, because I looked at the wife, even though she wasn't doing no talking, she was a decision maker. And all I saw was a tear stream down her face. And she was mad. She was hotter than fish grease. She just took off walking toward the front door. And he looked at me and said, Rob, please don't do me like this. And I said, I ain't doing it like nothing. I'm just telling you the truth, man. You about to go get into the same car that you rolled up in here that your wife don't like. She think about to fall apart, and I'm trying to put you in a new one for $30 more a month than you're paying for the raggedy one. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that for the older one, the one you in? But that's what I did. I said the raggedy one. And you can get your wife new technology, all the latest safety features. Your kids are safe. The newborn baby that's coming is going to be safe. You have a peace of mind, and please don't let your wife walk out of here like that. But you have a good day. And I shook his head and I walked out. 20 minutes later, Rod, you have a guest on the showroom floor. He came back. Roger made a lot of sense. I put the B-back dust on him, but I put it on him. But I bet you when his wife got it, when he got in that car with his wife, I bet you she said, man, you dumbass. Excuse my language. You worried about $30 a month, we can get a brand new car. You got me huffing and puffing down the road. I can't even get in the fast lane with this van. It takes 17 seconds to get from 0 to 30. Dude, I'm telling y'all, man. Anyway, let me get back over here in these comments. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to skip those. Thank y'all. That's all at once. Can you see me? Can you see me now? I felt like I was Tupac. It's a shame how they use the sticker price as a trap. They come up with miscellaneous charges. Oh, we're going to talk about the miscellaneous charges on the new car. That's why I never do in-house financing. You give up all your leverage. I'll tell you this here, man. Speaking of that, I do want to tap on this today, whether it's new or used. When you're looking at your vehicle, one of the questions that you want to ask the salesperson and finance, is there a penalty for early payoff? In case you get a bunch of money or you're making extra payments, you don't want to get to the end of the rainbow and there's a penalty because you paid it off early. Typically, there's not a penalty. I know with Ally. Now with Law Vets, I'm gonna tell you when I think you give up all your leverage. And it's not whether you have first of all, in-house financing is bad. But I want to clear this up for all the people out there. And I'm gonna talk about a couple of different types of finance. You have in-house financing where the dealership is at the dealership is financing the vehicle. They're going to be high. Outside financing, which could be your credit union, your own bank that you built a relationship, could be a little lower. But if a bank finances your car, it's not in-house financing unless that dealership finances the car. If they send it to Ally, Capital One, Bank of America, Chase, we had about 100 and some lenders that we use. That is not in-house financing. It's still going outside of the dealership. We're just the facilitator or the middleman between customer, dealership, financial institution. So keep that in mind. Now, in-house financing, you're right. But the leverage, I'm going to tell y'all where the leverage comes from. I don't think personally the leverage comes from whether you have financing, you let the dealership do it and send it to their lenders, the Capital Ones, the Chases, or whoever, or if you yourself go to Chase. A lot of time dealerships, like the dealership I worked at was a platinum dealer with Capital One. They got special things that other dealerships didn't. They got special things that maybe the consumer, if they applied directly through Capital One, didn't get. We could get it. Maybe it'd be a half a point lower interest rate. You never know. But the biggest leverage that you have when you walk into a dealership is your credit. Your credit score is your biggest leverage. If you want to have a hammer in your little tool belt, a sledgehammer, not a regular hammer, a sledgehammer, and you want to, now I'm going to tell you what I've seen in my years of selling cars. And I adopted this method. When you see, I ain't saying everybody now, but when you see people dressed to the nines, and if you don't know what that means, when you see people with the gator shoes, and it's somebody you know they ain't got no gator shoes, everyday money, and they got on a 3-piece suit and a tie, that don't mean they can't buy a car. But I personally feel that they're trying to compensate for something. As a salesperson, I say, they trying to compensate. Who the hell wear all that to go buy a car? I ain't gonna look like they going to Easter Sunday or something. No. But then you have that person that has all the leverage in the world, might come in there with a fishing hat and some lures hanging off the hat, a purple shirt, some orange pants, a tennis shoe on the left foot, a boot on the right foot, and some glasses with one lens in and one lens out. And they got a 785 credit score, can get the rate they want, any car they want. I ain't said nothing about money down. I just said they got a good interest rate because interest drives a lot of the price. So I think the biggest leverage, ladies and gentlemen, is your credit. Right, I already went over that. I say miscellaneous charges because when I had a bank check for less than a sticker and they found a way to crunch the numbers. Yeah. You're going to have things like window tint, sealant, other things that are, but I'm going to talk about that when we go over new cars. But yeah, I see what you're saying, Vince. You're absolutely right. Because if you have a set amount, depending on the difference between your set amount and their threshold, you can have the leverage with that. And they will crunch the numbers. Some credit unions will show pre-approved offers for auto loans. I currently, for auto loans, offers between 2 of my credit unions. Okay, that's true. Thank you for the shout out. No problemo. And I wait until they ask to pull my credit to negotiate prices. And after they give me their best offer, I give them my final offer there and show the check. Works every time. It's like a mic drop. So what Vince saying he do, and he has the leverage because he already got his check in his pocket. He's been pre-approved. He'll wait until they ask to pull his credit to negotiate price. He's not negotiating rate. He's just negotiating price. Because like if you go to a Navy Federal or teachers credit union or airline credit union, they're going to tell you if you get this price, this is your monthly payment. And that's the real deal because that's who you're going to be paying. Your outside financing, your credit union. That's who you're going to be giving the money to. So at that point, all you care about is price. You don't care about no payment with the dealership. You already got your payment from American Airlines Credit Union, Teachers Credit Union, or Navy Federal Credit Union. So you don't have to worry about it then. Free MWR circus trips. That's some Navy stuff there, man. To my at White Little Movie, don't feel bad. I was in the Navy at the time. I think active duty status helps your credit, and Navy Fed is the best. Yes. Yeah, Navy Fed got me, man. I'll tell y'all what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I believe it because it happened to me, but I never could verify. I might do that tonight. I might put that on my list of things to do. I was told, don't y'all go say Ron said this. I'm letting y'all know, disclaimer. I was told, and I believe it because something similar happened to me. When I was going through rough times in 2010, I got paid. And I think I was selling cars. I didn't do too good that weekend. I think my check was, we'll say $500. No, yeah, about $480. Y'all, my car payment at the time was $425 a month. And I raced. As soon as I got to work, let them know I was alive, let them know I was there, and I raced over to my credit. I had to go inside because I was doing what they call co-op. I don't know if y'all ever seen that at the credit union. Like the credit union I was with in California was co-opt with the credit union I was going to in Texas. Even though I had nothing to do with the credit union I was going to take, they worked together as partners. So I went in there and I was trying to get my money before they got it because I was behind on my car note. So I remember saying, hey, I like to withdraw all my money out of my checking except whatever I need to keep it open. I think you had to have $5. I said, I want to take $420 out. The lady, did a little typing thing. Sorry, sir, you only have $25 in your account. I'm like, what? What the hell happened? What you mean? I just saw online. I had $425, $480 or whatever it was. What happened to my money? And she was like, well, we decided to pay your car note. I said, you decided to pay my car note? When they do that at? how the hell y'all decide when I pay my car note? It was a Friday. It was like 6 people in the line. I said, well, I tell you what, man, you can call the police because I ain't getting out of line. I ain't moving until I get my money. I ain't paying no car note. And I put up such a big fuss. They put the money back in my account and gave me my money. But I was told a credit union can move money between accounts to satisfy a loan or a debt obligation. Banks cannot. And I believe it to be true because that credit union did it. And I've also have not paid some stuff at banks and have money in a savings checking and they don't mess with it. So I don't know, just something to think about when you're dealing with credit union. Make sure you can pay your stuff because they will look at you and you think you got some money and be like, Rod, ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing, boy. I was disturbed. That's the only word I can use. Remember Mile of Cars in San Diego? Yes, I do. And National City. Also Lemons, that was in Lemon Grove. The Navy banned sailors from buying there. Wow. Oh, all Lemons. They had some new car dealerships on the Mile of Cars. Man, they bad. That's one thing about the Navy. They look out for their people. If it's a bad deal, they'll make it off limits. You can't go at all. Dennis, I got approved for a Nordstrom store card and Bloomingdale American Express card issued by Citibank. So you basically got a Citibank Bloomingdale's card that uses the American Express network. Due to my surgery, I wanted to try to save a little if I have to shop online for certain things. Damn, Devin, how many cards you got, Devin? I'm just asking for the people in the back. Lisa, what's going on? We got Lisa J. Stocks in the building. Hey, Lisa, man, I was watching that your dividends, man. I love those. I'm just waiting to get enough dividends so I could do a dividends video, man. But I got 45 cents today from Energy Transfer, and I was pretty happy, man, because I don't even have that much money in there. Trenton, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Point blank, let's roll, baby. You know how we do it over here. We always rolling it in on Investing with Rob. We getting paid. How have you been, man? I'm above ground, so I've been all right there, Trenton. Good news, I finally cracked the $700. $700. See what's on my mind? Mine on my money, my money on my mind. Matter of fact, I was on Instagram right before I started, and Lisa J. Stocks had a short on there that was playing Get Money. That's probably why I'm thinking about it. She does stocks and investing too. You finally cracked the 700 credit score with that good credit, baby. Finally, you got that good credit. I like how you put that. Ooh, no, I'm getting the good offers, baby. They treat you better with 725. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, once you get over 725, 750, 770, 780, it's all the same, man. It's just like, okay, just picture this here. Everybody in a community, everybody got big old houses. Ain't nobody out there with a tape measure measuring nobody's house. Ain't nobody said, hey, man, how many square feet is your house? Hey, how many? No, they just know everybody got big houses. So if you're over there 725, even over 700, you could just say, hey, man, well, we pretty much all got good deals. You don't have to have 800. A lot of people just want it. It's hard. I didn't like 800. It scared me. Vince, I love NF, which is Navy Federal. I have the max they allow for credit cards, and they really help me at tight and tough times. Yeah, man. Well, I got a story about them too, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it on YouTube because there's too many people that got love for me. And I'm not gonna. But they hurt my heart. They hurt my heart so bad. I closed every account I had with them, and I regret it. Trent, a good credit score is gold. Congrats. Yeah, a lot of people say cash is king, and I've always said on Point Break Travel, that's true. Cash is king, but credit is the whole damn monarchy. It's the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, the butler, the maid, is everybody. The castle is everything. You have good credit. You know when you see them doing the pavement on the highway and they got that little thing that roll and the wheel is one big old ball or one big old cylinder looking thing. You paving your own way. You're paving your own way. And y'all keep hearing Pipeline talk about this crypto. I'm telling y'all, man, if you ain't got no crypto right now, and just because you don't know about it, you are doing yourself a disservice. I'm telling you, man. I had this grand plan I was going to do with PayPal for my emergency fund. And guess what I did? I shifted gears because I was going to make 4% with this online savings account, but I shifted gears because in that same PayPal account, I done made 11% on my crypto. Ain't no mathematician, but I know 11 is more than 4. Just saying, man, head on the swivel, baby, always thinking. I'm finally getting good card offers. Funny thing, when you have good credit, they find you. Hey, man, woo! When you have good credit, yeah. Y'all, excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. You know what, man, Trent, I never thought about that, man, seriously. Because when you got bad credit, or I don't say bad credit, strike that for the record. When you have challenge credit, you don't really get no offers in the mail. You might get some from the subprime credit cards, the ones that got. Now, if you got a big old thing on your envelope that say approved, and you fill a card in, it ain't no card because ain't no real company that you approve for go put approved and had a real card in there. They usually don't have nothing. Not where it's coming from, just where it's going to. But when you have challenge credit, you're the one out trying to get a credit card. But when you have good credit, man, you get offers in the mail. I know Why Loves Motivate said one live stream, Discover just be wearing her out. Just every other week, she get a Discover offer, man. And feel like a baby daddy with a paid out child. Hey, Trent. You've been saving up all these jokes, man. I see it. Ooh, boy, I'm glad you typed that in. I ain't just seeing it. I'm just reading what's on the screen. Feel like a baby daddy with paid out child. Ooh, what up, J.R. Hill? Say hello, Rod. How you doing tonight, man? I'm good. Laughing, smiling. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Went to the circus today, and the circus I went to is not Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. I went to the VA today. If you ever want to laugh for free, man, you just go there, boy. There's some funny people in there. I mean, they cool. They're just funny, man. They had a dude today tell me he stopped at the counter because they had the best stickers on the wall. I was like, and then I was in the elevator with a bunch of Army dudes. They said, hey, man, what branch were you? You're in the Army? And before I knew, I said, hell no. I thought they was going to beat me up, man. They was old. I thought they were going to beat me up in the elevator. They said, what branch you was in? I said, I was in the Navy, man, but I really wanted to be in the Army. I had to shift gears so I ain't get knocked out at the VA. I'm telling y'all, man, my life is a trip, boy. Why can't you buy a car with credit card, especially if you a used car? Oh, man, boy, that's a great question. I couldn't understand it. Because when I first started in the car business and I was a car business whippersnapper, I used to wonder, hey, I used to trot up to the desk or walk or whatever, the sales desk, and say, hey, my customer want to know, I'm going to have to change my battery, which I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to keep talking then when it blank out, I'll do it, probably before, but I want to get this out. So, damn, I forgot. Well, I hate when that happens. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, with the credit card. I said my customer want to put $5,000 down on their credit. And then I had one customer that wanted to buy a whole car. The reason they will not let you buy a vehicle with a credit card is, And I'm like, Howie, oh, deal or no deal, we'll be right back because I got to change this battery. And I'm going to tell you why they do that. Y'all give me a half a second. And I ain't putting no music on. I ain't doing none of that. By the time I find this here, I could have been done already. So bear with me, y'all. Give me a half a second. And I'm going to tell y'all about this credit card thing. It's going to make total sense. I wish they would, though. But they won't. And I'm still here with y'all, as you can see. I didn't go eat on Thursdays. I don't know what. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get some water, man. Y'all, I ain't going to talk to y'all if I don't. Man, it's good to see everybody in the house. We got some people that hadn't been here in a while. We got some faithfuls in here that's here every live stream. We got some people with good comments, good experiences. If you had an issue at a dealership and now you're saying, wow, that's why it happened, or oh, I wish I knew that, let me know in the comments, man. Y'all give me a half a second. I'm going to squirt of water and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, coming back around the mountain, man. So the question is, why can't you buy a car with a credit card? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Right about, let me get this camera straight, as with a C for all my homies in the hood. All right, and I'm back. All right, I don't know, it's still up too high, but anyway. So, Vince want to know, why can't you buy a car with a credit card? All right, so when you use a credit card, ladies and gentlemen, I talked about this before, not about cars, but if you use a credit card at a business, the business is going to be charged a transaction fee. That's why you just heard me tell Devin earlier, it's using the American Express network. That Bloomingdale's card is issued by Citibank. It has American Express on it because it's using that network. It's not an American Express credit card. Typically, let's say 2.5 to 3% is what they're charged. Or we'll say 2%. So the higher the price of the good, the more they pay a transaction fees. So if Visa or MasterCard raise their transaction fees, you won't know it. I may not know it. There's no public service announcement, but typically they'll raise the prices to make up for that adjustment. In addition to that, if you're looking at a $30,000 car, let me pull out my calculator. I think I already know, but let me just pull it out real quick. No, we said a $15,000 car. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna put 2.5 because I'm pretty sure it went up. All right, so if they let you put the entire $15,000 on a credit card, it's gonna cost the dealership $375. Why we ain't paying that? Because if we do, I could tell you, I'm just gonna it was nothing for my dealership to sell 20 cars on a Saturday. Nothing. Every Saturday. That was like our goal. It was nothing for us to sell 300-400 cars a month, 500 cars a month. So you take that 375 and you let everybody willy-nilly and get $15,000 cars with credit cards, and you just say you have 20 people that buy a car and they all use credit cards, that's $7,500 that you just gave away because you're going to pay that in credit card transactions. That's why they will not let you use a credit card. That's why when you go to certain places, you'll see 5%, $5 minimum to make a purchase to use a credit card. Or we don't accept American Express because American Express have the highest transaction fees out there. So, all right, moving right along here. And Game is it keeping it real with Rod? What you talking about, Game Master? I got a series on the Points Blank Experience channel that's keeping it real talk with Rod. But nah, we on PBT and investing with Rod right now. JR Hill been busy preparing for okay. Separate video for Navy. Yeah, I might do it on the Points Blank. I don't know, man, because I don't know. I have to think about it. It was interesting though. I'll tell you about it, but I ain't gonna do it on the live stream or video. Welcome in, everyone, and please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Get good offers once I maxed on the hard pulls. Okay. Get good offers once I max on the hard pull. If you use an Amex charge card to buy a car, you can pay the balance before the 30-day mark and could avoid interest, but they won't allow it. No, the reason being is because, the credit card company don't want you to do it, but they don't really trip off of it. It's not the credit card company, at least in Texas, so much as it is the dealership because they don't want to pay that transaction fee. Facts on the VA, yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's a comedy show and a half, man. Boy, y'all have no idea. They told me today, I had somebody there to tell me today of where I could go, and it's about to be 100 degrees every day in Texas. They told me where I could go off some freeway I never heard of, underneath the bridge, where the bridge is, I don't know, and I can go out there and play dominoes all day and drink and smoke. I said, what? I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there, man. I said, where's the bridge? Under the bridge. I'm like, okay, where? Under the bridge. I was like, man, I felt like I was on Abbott and Costello, man. Who's on first? Who's on second? I was like, oh, man. If you have a big purchase like that, you need a really high credit limit to not use much of credit. Yep, I've had that experience of paying $17K towards my move to Wyoming. Yeah, that company probably let you pay $17K because they wasn't really tripping. But I know dealerships out here are not going to let you buy a car with it. Navy bro had to go to VA emergency. Navy, man, no, I ain't go to emergency. I had an appointment, man. I went to emergency. I got to hit on the line privileges after I told them what was going on. You just swap as a VIP up in there, but that wasn't the case. I had to drive here. Oh, okay. Your bro had to drive him and chill in the lobby for a few hours. Yeah, man. I bet you had the time of your life, huh? It is off the chain up in there. Yeah, it is. It's a trip. You ain't lying. I guess if you don't pay the bill, the credit card company can't repo. Nah. Credit card company won't do the repo because you're paying. Well, yeah, if you could pay it in full. But I don't that American Express ain't out there reporting cars. I never thought about that aspect. And no, it's gonna usually be your banks will, now your Chase, your typical people that finance will. I had a car on the verge of being repoed one time, man. And I just told the repo guy, if you find it, good luck in finding it. If you do, you better not touch it because I'm gonna take care of you. I ain't say that in some other words, but it wasn't a good feeling, man. I felt like I was like on the run with my own car. Well, it wasn't really mine. Y'all got to keep that in mind too. It ain't your car, man. It ain't really your car till it's paid off. But have y'all ever seen a repo take place? Man, that is quick. It's like being at a NASCAR race. If ain't nobody racing except the repo man. Man, quick. I done seen them take them out of parking spots at apartments, driveways at homes, and they do it like middle of the night. I'll be outside at night sometimes getting some fresh air, man. They go to repo man ride. It take them about 45 seconds to latch up, get, and go. All right, let me know. Got them for personal business account, Navy Federal. All right. All right. What up? We got most hated brother in the house. Flat Power God says salutes everyone. Salute my brother. Salute to you too. And gave us almost 4 years. I have seen a repo on TV. Oh man, yeah, it's even better in person, Devin. But boy, it's better in person, man. I'm telling you, man. Especially in apartments, because a lot of people live in apartments, and man, I saw a dude get a Suburban. I was trying to figure out how he did it because he hit no shift lock or nothing. And then what they do, man, what they do is they take the vehicle and they don't do everything they needed to do. They just get it. Ain't no lights on the vehicle they towing or repoing. They just get it and they take off and get out, and then they'll go a few blocks down, and that's where they'll put the brake lights on and all that, so in case the people come looking for them whose car it used to be. And then they 9 times out of 10 they pack it, so because it's dangerous. All right. I never said, all right, y'all, man, we have been on here 1 hour and 26 minutes. We are reaching Rod's threshold, man. I am trying to keep these down to really an hour and 15 minutes because I have been watching some of my replays and they've been interesting. And I didn't get this here. I want to thank Devin. Devin has been supporting the channel as a member for 45 months. Thank you, Devin. Much love. And I got to give you a real clap because I'm using different software tonight that does not have my virtual clapping or whatever, clap sound effect. But if y'all have any questions or comments, now is the time to ask me. If you have any questions about credit cards, I know Devin said he got the Nordstrom card and the Bloomingdale's card. And if you've been investing, man, stay tuned. I am going to do a video on the perfect duo where you can just have 2 ETFs and not even have to worry about them anymore. I also have a couple other investing videos coming up. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but we've really, I like to say we, like I got a whole bunch of people here, but we've really ramped up production here. I kind of missed it. I got a lot of rest. So now I'm definitely back. And I want to, as I've been looking at some of my older lives and videos, I've been doing it for several reasons. But one thing I noticed is how much more content I could have had on Point Blank Travel. Not so much investing with Rod because I haven't done any long live streams there, but how many more videos I could have, or lives I could have done had I kept them at an hour and a half. I mean, I was doing 3-4 hour live streams. So 3 hours, that's either 2 or 3 live streams, and 4 hours, that's 2 to 4 live streams. So easily, man, could have got that taken care of. But we here for the people, always been here for the people, and it's time to get back to the people. So I want to shorten them up for the people that are here now and the people watching the replay. Hey, do me a favor, man. I always tell people, share, and I was talking about this yesterday or today at the VA. When I say share with your cousin, share with your cousin's cousin, share with a friend or family, I'm not talking about necessarily going on YouTube and just pushing the share button. Just think of this. If somebody right now share me, and I'm just using an example, if they share me Why Love to Motivate channel, and I don't know who she is, I may not even look at it. I don't know what this is. They just shared it to me. But what I mean when I say share the channel or share the video out, is tell someone about it. You can share it to them, but tell them about it. Hey, man, I know this dude. He's down to earth. He may have a suit on. He may be in a T-shirt. He keeps it real. He breaks it down to the lowest or the smallest molecule, not trying to sound super duper intelligent. And he's just like the average person. His credit was challenged. He couldn't get financed for a vehicle. He couldn't travel for free. He didn't understand crypto. He didn't know how to buy a stock. And once he learned, he's now giving back. Because I'm telling y'all, this is how to buy a car stuff. This is easily minimum $1,000 seminar per person. Minimum. I'm telling you, I ain't even seen a super chat. I'm not saying I need to see one, but I'm giving out free information that really equates to thousands of dollars if there was no such thing as a YouTube or Instagram Live or Facebook Live or whatever. So, but anyway, man, enough of all that. J.R. Hill said I will catch the replay. Again, recapping what we've said today, remember, man, negotiation is an art. And you ever heard this saying, anything worth having is worth something like that, anything worth working for, worth whatever they say. But it takes time. Sometimes it takes time to get what you want. And that's one of the things. I'm terrible. I have no patience. And I'm not a generation, whatever, Z or W or whatever we are now. I'm not a millennial. But a lot of times I can think of instant gratification because I want stuff to pop like this. Like, investment raw, which take me 8 to 10 minutes to do a buying stock video. If it was Rod, not on camera, purchasing on his phone, it would probably take me, what I do in an 8-minute video, probably a minute and a half, because time is money. Time is money. So I'm always moving pretty quick. But y'all keep that in mind, man. Negotiation is an art. Make time to save some money. There's nothing worse. And I'm going to end this here live stream on this note. I want people to think about it. It's nothing worse. Well, there's a bunch of stuff worse, but nothing financially worse than looking at your bank account and seeing either zeros or close to zeros and no other number in there. And then you walk into your closet and you got a closet full of clothes. And then you go back to your bank account like they magically put some money in your account, and they didn't. And you go back to the closet, and those same clothes that you haven't had from, you probably wore once or never, are still in your closet. It's just a little note from ROD from PBT. With that being said, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you select all. It's going to default to personalized so you don't miss out on future live streams. Hit that like button if you forgot to. Please hit that thumbs up button and help the video get pushed out to people that may be looking for information like this. And it also pushes the channel out. So when we go and we do different videos, whether we're on Investing with Rod or Point Blank Travel, more people can be aware. More people, and that's my whole reason for having however many channels, 5, 6, awareness. I want people to be aware. I did the lead work. All you got to do is listen. Matter of fact, alive, you ain't even got to listen to the whole thing. You let it play, go back and watch it tomorrow, watch it the next day, watch it again. I don't get nothing extra if you watch it 5 times. But at least you're saving some money. At least you're saving some money. Devin says, have a great night. All right, y'all. As I end each and every live stream, I hope you have a blessed and prosperous week. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge. And on Point Blank Travel, I'll be showing you how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. On Investing with Rod, I will be showing you how to invest on a budget. You want to buy stocks, crypto, or exchange traded funds. You only have $5, $10, or $20 to invest. I'm going to show you how to do it. I will not invest the money for you, but I'll show you what I'm purchasing using one of the simplest platforms out there, which is Robinhood. So make sure you check that out. And I can tell you, I spend about 30 minutes to an hour a day watching other content creators talking about investing. And whether it's Lisa J. Stocks, whether it's Chris Sane, Keenan Graves, or people I've never heard of, I always hear something that I act on. When I do this, I always hear something that I act on. And it's good, man. The other day I went to a gold store, and this is going to be the last thing I say. I went to a gold store. Y'all, I had 2 gold coins about the size of a nickel. And I had 3 silver dollar coins. Yeah. 5 coins, 2 the size of a nickel and 3 silver dollars. And I walked out of there shy, right below $2,000. And y'all, do y'all know why I bought this? The reason I had to go from the get jump from the gold is because I was making all this money. I had ran out of stuff to buy. So instead of buying a bunch of the same stuff I already had, just to say I had it, because I was making a lot of money, I bought something that I didn't have that I always wanted to buy, but didn't know how to buy. But now they had Google University at YouTube State College. I learned how to buy it. I started buying gold and silver. And it, from the time I bought it to now, it's just went up. From like $1,600 an ounce to like $3,000 or something like that. It's money out there, man. Y'all make your money. All right. Thank y'all, man. Great live stream. Bye for now. And as always, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. I will be coming at you soon. Much love, y'all. And until the next time, I holla. Peace. Y'all have a good one, man. Much love.